Do you think you will ever change your business model to 7K and under?
So it's crazy to think that this is even a realistic question, but it absolutely is. So it hasn't been that many years ago that we were a car dealer that only sold cars that were $2,500 and under. That's been within this decade. And then we had to change because prices went up a little bit, that we were the car dealer that sold cars that were $3,500 and under. Now, right now, you know me as the car dealer who sells cars that are $5,000 and under. And that's all happened very, very quickly in my career. And we're probably not far from being in this situation right here, because we're now already creeping into the $6,000 and under range. There's cars every once in a while that we'll buy and then we'll have to do a little fix to. And that little fix will push us over the edge of that $5,000 range of what we can sell it for. So we're ended up selling it for $5,500. I know when I'm walking my lot, every once in a while, I'll pass a car that we're selling for $5,500, and I'll get blown up in the comments. Oh, that car's $5,500. You're this sleazy car dealer who's lying about everything because you say you're a car dealer that sells cars under $5,000. I get it. I understand if you're taking exactly what I say, that I'm a car dealer that sells cars under $5,000, and me never go over that price point. Every once in a while, I'll try to buy more expensive cars and just try them out. I had a Toyota Venza that I had not long ago that we sold for $8,000. But 98% of the cars that we're buying and selling on my car lot over the past year and a half, 2 years, have been $5,000 or under. And so, yes, I still feel like I can label myself as that $5,000 and under car dealer. But I mean, who knows? In a year from now, maybe prices tick up a little bit more than what they are right now, and I have to jump up to being $6,000 and under. And then 5 years from now, I can promise you that if I'm still a car dealer, if the way that I make money still exists as far as a small used car lot, and if inventory is available, there's no way we'll be just $5,000. It's just how car prices go. They just go up over time. That's how it happens. And a lot of people say, well, the values of the cars don't go up. It's the devaluation of the whatever. I'm not getting into that discussion. It's going to cost me more to buy cars, so I'm going to have to sell cars for more money in the next 5-10 years if I'm still a used car dealer at that point. And yeah, it probably won't be all that long until we're $6,000 and under, and then it won't be much longer after that we're probably $7,000 and under. And I'm going to hate every minute. I can tell you, me being a car dealer for selling cars for $5,000 and under, I hate it, because I used to be a car dealer that sold cars for $2,500 and under. We would have a lot full. We would have 40 cars on our lot. Half of them would be $1,500, and the rest half would be $2,000 or $2,500. That was a realistic thing not that long ago, and it felt good to sell cars at that price. It doesn't feel good now to be selling some of the same exact cars that I was selling back then for $2,500. Now they're $4,500. Doesn't feel good. And I know I have grandpa syndrome. When I talk about that, is my grandpa still complains about a cheeseburger that's $2.99 that used to be 13 cents. And I'm going to be the same way. 10 years from now, I'm going to be complaining about the same car that I'm buying right now, that I used to buy the same type of car and it was $4,500 and now it's $10,000. And that's just the way the world goes. And I absolutely hate it. And it's probably going to continue this way until I die. It would be very rare that we wouldn't sell at least 10 cars every Saturday. And now a good day for us is 5 or 6 cars on a Saturday. And that's just to show you how much, even my small car dealership, how much business we used to do versus what we're doing now. And then you can see that how these big dealers, why they charge so much more. It's because they're doing less volume too, but they're ended up making up for it. We're still making the same amount per car. They're not. They're pumping up their margins to make sure they still cover all these massive buildings, and the owner gets paid what he still was getting paid. But for us, a lot of you say like this, COVID made it to where dealerships made so much money. Some dealers that didn't try to go up with the pricing, we suffered. Like, we sold way less cars and we still made the same amount roughly per car. I mean, we took a massive pay cut over the last few years versus what we made back in 2019 and 2020. It's been rough, and it's been there's been some months where we look at each other like, this is not fun. and it hasn't been for a lot of this time period. And I'm just venting at this point, so you probably just need to get me off of here.
Yep, possibly. And then just one quick comment. One person said maybe review monthly versus weekly. Sometimes when Brandon's talking about stuff, he does say
I do.
monthly, but when we're
Yeah.
talking about something that's short-term seasonality, like Saturday sales, that kind of thing, it makes sense to look at it weekly because you have the same number of days, the same weekdays, the same.
And the thing
kind of
about, I have to
schedule.
react quickly to whatever
Yeah.
we're doing. If we have to lower prices because we go through a week and a half of not selling anything, but Alex has bought 40 cars in 2 weeks, like we have to change something. We have to change something now. So this is why I have to look weekly and monthly because of how many cars we're able to buy and sell in a given week, and it's a coordinating effect. And I have spots for 90 cars, and right now we had like 55 last week. He bought 19 over the last 3 days. We only sold 2, so we have upper 60s cars, almost 70 cars right now. And if we sell 2 or 3 cars over the next 2 days, and Alex goes next week and buys another 20 cars, I have going from almost no cars on my lot, as you can see in some of the videos, to we're overrun with cars. That's how quickly it can flip in just 2 weeks. So yeah, I have to worry about things weekly, and this is why I was about to say I don't have any hair. You wouldn't know that, but this is why I am going bald, and I'm starting to get gray hairs in my beard now because this is stress. Even though I'm not there, it's stressful because it's still my money. I still have to make the big decisions whether to pull back on buying cars, whether we're buying more cars.
So is the staff keeping you away from the shop? I don't know if that's a question, wondering why we're doing the live today. Just keeping you occupied.
I will say for the most part, our staff, I hate using that word, but our team does not want me to be at the shop. They don't want me to be in the office. What I do here on YouTube is I talk for a living. So you can imagine how much I talk on the outside of talking here in this microphone. If I'm even more comfortable, then I can talk way more. And if I'm around my team, if I'm in my shop, I'm very comfortable, so I can ramble for a very long time. So what ends up happening, especially if I have somebody that knows me or like a person that's from YouTube that's coming in and buying a car, I can slow down the whole process. And what my staff likes to do, my team likes to do, is they like to get customers in and out as quickly as possible. If the customer has all their information ready to go, they can have them out in 15 minutes from the time they come in and say, I want this car. Here's my money. Here's my insurance. We can have all the paperwork done, temporary tag on the car, keys handed to the customer, 15 minutes. But if I get in there and start running my mouth, it's not going to happen like that. Another problem that happens is that I like to give discounts that my team doesn't necessarily agree with, especially if they're talking about something wrong with the car or whatever. I'll look up the price of it or whatever. I'll try to cover it for the customer. And I end up costing our business money. And I mean, I've had this discussion a lot of times with Nate and Tara, who are my sales staff, and they're like, okay, are you running a charity or are you trying to make money here in this business? And so they don't want me near any of the transactions because I am nothing but a big negative for our business and our money-making process and our efficiency. So in that case, that is why I have done so well on YouTube, is because there's nothing efficient about making a YouTube video. I get the comments all the time. Well, you know what? You just gave me 11 minutes of information that could have been summarized down into 13 seconds. And you know what? You're right. But that's not why I'm entertaining on YouTube, is because I can talk to you. And for most of you, I think you enjoy listening to me. But for the people that want 13 seconds of information, then go watch something else. Go watch TikTok. Don't come here. Go somewhere else.
Who is your favorite?
Leonardo, and that will absolutely make the cut. Yeah, Leonardo was always the leader, and he had the coolest weapons too. He had 2 katanas, 2 swords. One guy had a stick.
Okay.
Donatello, so he was a nerd too, so he wasn't cool. You had the other guy who had 2 sticks connected with a chain. It's Michelangelo, and he was always like the goofy one. Mm-hmm. And then you had Raphael, who was always mad. He was the second coolest, but he had like knives. I don't even know what I think they're called sides, but he had knives. So he was the second coolest, but the coolest, obviously, the leader, blue, and swords. Duh.
I do think that that's enough of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
My wife thinks I have too much Ninja Turtle stuff on my shelves, but you know what? It makes me happy. And I'm married, so I have to look for little things in my daily life to make me happy because my spouse doesn't do it.
I wonder why.
Think about the word spouse.
The people
It's
that
such a horrible word. It's even worse in Spanish. Esposa sounds like a disease. I've come down with the esposa. I've been with it for 13 years now, and I think I'm going to die with it.
Yep, maybe real soon.
Maybe real soon.
All right, allow me to apologize.
Oh, the esposa got to me.